Namaste. Myself, Dr. Patil, Head of the Department of Integrative Medicine, Sri Devarajaras Academy of Higher Education and Research, Tamaka, Kolar, deemed to be University, Kolar, Karnataka. Today I am going to share certain my thoughts on yoga and COVID-19. COVID-19 is the talk of the town since last maybe 4 or 5 months. The topic which has been discussed more and understood less. So I don't really want to go into the COVID-19. Just I want to restrict myself role of yoga in COVID-19. Yoga, basically a philosophy which has been practiced in ages. It's one of the Shaddarshanas. But over a period of time, yoga has been used as a therapy in non-communicable disorder. And several research has been done in diabetes and hypertension, cardiovascular diseases, in cancer, and it has been used as a complementary in certain diseases, even in alternative medicine. Most of the time, if you see the research in the last few decades, it has been shown yoga as an intervention for a non-communicable disorder or lifestyle disorder or psychosomatic disorder. Today we are talking the role of yoga in COVID-19, a pandemic which is a communicable disorder. Why? Because as I said, this yoga is being used as a mind body medicine, and a lot of negative mental impact has been seen because of this COVID-19. Anxiety, depression, phobia, fear, isolation, loneliness, so many psychological variations has been seen, negative impact has seen because of the coronavirus. Most of the time when we talk about yoga, people restrict the yoga to the impact of the lung. Maybe a pranayama, its usage for the lung and improving the respiratory health. Definitely, there is a no doubt that yoga been found beneficial in improving the pulmonary function test, improve the respiratory health. Definitely, it makes a lot of positive impact in several part of the body. But if we limit the use of yoga to the only lung, we are doing injustice, because yoga basically a mind body therapy where it has been more focused on a mind rather than a body. As the prayer itself says, Yogena chittasya padena vacha malam sharirasya chavaidakena yopakarotam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjalirana tosmin. It clearly mentions yoga is meant for the mind management, Ayurveda is meant for the body management. So, in this case, in the COVID 19, mind is coronized with a lot of psychological disturbance. It really plays a very important role because it is been a lot of research has been done. It has been found beneficial in handling the psychological issues like fear, anxiety, stress, sleep disturbance. So, we can try to use it as a, and in addition to that, yoga is a way of life. We have to adopt the ahimsa, we have to adopt the other yama, niyama, asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, and samadhi. Now, not only in India, United Nations, WHO, Harvard School are all started recommending yoga in this COVID-19 pandemic, because staying home it is very difficult. What are the role of yoga then? Yoga in quarantine and isolation. Yoga, because when we are quarantined and isolated, we are staying alone, we are not used to it. Because human being is a social animal, it is very difficult to stay alone without anybody's support or kind of no social interaction. Then if you know the understand the yoga philosophy, you can really imbibe this. You can, because yoga is a more of an inner journey. It's an opportunity when those who are in quarantine and isolation, by adopting. In addition to that, they can also practice yoga, maybe a surya namaskara, pranayama, yoga nidra, to really help them out. In addition to that, what's the role of yoga in the infectious disorder? During the infection also, it really plays an important role, because so much of corona is again the fear, the anxiety, stress. So during that also, it will really help to fight. It boosts the immunity, regular practice. In addition to that, again, it helps on the psychological disturbance can be handled better. In addition to that, what's the role of yoga in after COVID infection? Because the COVID infection, has certain research now shown, it has have a negative impact on the, it may, on the lung. It may disturb lung, and so it requires a rehabilitation. And also the impact, the stigma itself can create a lot of negative impact on the mind, even post infectious disease. So this can play a very vital role. So let us adopt this yoga on this International Day of Yoga. We have to practice, make a no, take a oath, that make a no sankalpa to practice yoga as a part of our life. because yoga has been seen as a way of life rather than the only limited to these few practices. Our Honorable Prime Minister of India, during lockdown period, he has addressed several times. He emphasized use of yoga, adopting yoga as said by the Ministry of Ayush. It may be Ayurvedic, certain guidelines in addition to that regular practice of yoga. Let us take a sankalpa on this International Day of Yoga. It will really going to helpful those who people are having a lot of psychological stress at the level of maybe a academic stress, a job loss, maybe a fear of disease itself. So by regular practice, it can really make a positive impact which can change the perception of people in facing this coronavirus. Let us adopt, make a sankalpa of regular practice of yoga. You can yoga regular practice of pranayama, regular practice of brahmari, meditation, yoga nidra can really make a wonders. Let us again make a sankalpa, move towards healthier and happier life. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kachit dukha bhagavad. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you.